This is Dave from Max MMA, and I'm here in Ithaca, New York at the Ultimate Athletics Gym with Aljamain Sterling. How are you today, Al?
Doing good, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Congratulations first. Big fight this past weekend at CFFC. You defended your title for the second time. Tell us about that.
It was good. It was good to get that W. You know, I haven't fought since October. You know, I've been teaching, going to school, so that's been a little rough for me. You know, I fight pretty often, as you can see by the records and by the dates being so close together. So, I mean, I was just really anxious to get back in there, and getting that W against an actual credible opponent was pretty nice.
Yeah, you've actually had, I mean, both of your title fights with CFFC have been against tough guys. Sean Santella was a really tough fighter, and Casey Full Speed Johnson was definitely a tough fighter. Tell me about this most recent fight with Casey.
It was kind of reminiscent of the last fight with Santella, being that he caught me in a triangle choke, but this time in the first round, and it was pretty tight. You know, his cornerman was just yelling out, "Aljamain, you're done. You hear me? You're done. You're done." And I'm just like, "Oh man, I can't go out like this. I can't go out like this." So I picked him up. I don't know where I got the strength from, but I managed to pick him up. But the thing about that, when I picked him up, it was funny because I didn't think I was going to be able to, for the fact that he was a lot bigger than Santella was. So that was kind of in the back of my mind. But I managed to pick him up, put him against the cage like I did against Santella, and escape. Then I managed to finish him in third, which was pretty cool.
Awesome. Now, I'd heard that when you picked him up in the triangle, and instead of slamming him, which a lot of guys do, and they always say, "Oh, don't slam him because it's going to make it worse," that you actually pushed him against the cage. That's something you may have seen one of your teammates do recently?
Yeah, I seen Kenny Foster do that against Ronnie Man the first time he caught him in the triangle. He doesn't really like that I credit it to him, you know, but I mean, that's where I got it from. That's where I seen it, and it worked, and worked twice. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know?
Right, and that's Kenny Foster's Bellator fight against Ronnie Man. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. You've defended now that title twice in CFFC. Great organization, good. It's a good event there. But we're hearing rumors out there about some other promotions interested in you, such as the UFC, Bellator. Can you tell us anything about those rumors?
Well, as of right now, the UFC is, you know how their roster is. It's you know, it's always full. So the only way to get into there would probably be with, you know, someone getting injured. And I mean, you know, I don't wish injury on anybody, but I mean, if it happens and I'm healthy, I'm gonna jump all over it if the opportunity comes my way. And with Bellator, I like both promotions. I like Bellator, but honestly, my heart's with the UFC. I would love to fight for them, but I wouldn't mind fighting for Bellator if that's the only other option that I have right now. But I mean, whatever happens, happens. I'm not really too worried about where I go. I mean, I'm happy with CFFC. If I get another good fight, I'm definitely gonna take it. So I just got tweeted at by the matchmaker from CFFC and Shorty Rock Santella. I guess they're trying to rally for me to fight Nick Pace, who's also another tough person from New York, which would be a pretty cool fight. He's a UFC vet himself. Mm-hmm. So I'm not exactly sure what's next right now, but you know, I'm still ready. I want to try to get back right into training camp so I can keep my cardio up to where it is. I've been training for a lot of 5-round fights, so just want to keep that intensity, keep it up, keep maintaining.
Yeah, that would be a great fight against Nick Pace. Two New York guys, two very talented New York fighters.
Yep.
Now, a lot of people probably don't know that amidst all your fighting and training, and first of all, tell us how many fights you've had in the last year and a half.
Hey, turned pro, I think it was last year in May, and I fought pretty much once every single month after that, except between that October to April break that I had for school. I fought 6 times in 11 months, and I mean, it's a lot, but I mean, to me, it's not really a lot for the fact that I wasn't too hurt, or, you know, I didn't have any serious injuries, so it's kind of like, you know, I don't want to celebrate too long and just sit on the shelf, you know. I want to just keep going and keep the momentum just rolling.
Right. In the midst of all these fights you're taking, you've also been a full-time student, and you're continuing to student teach, which I think is a significant accomplishment. How do you manage to do all that?
It's tough. I mean, during my planning periods, I'm teaching over at Dryden High School. It's about 15 minutes away from the gym, 15 minutes away from home, so it's a total of 30 minutes away from home, so I'm driving back and forth. half an hour to an hour every single day just to get back and forth to practice. But I mean, it's tough. Whenever I have my planning periods, I try to get the lifts from Coach Tom. I try to get them done throughout the day, and I try to get my cardio in. I try to get my workout in here. Try to take 1 to 2 classes a day. I mean, it's tough. The way I like to train, I like to get in at least 3 or 4 practices a day, and just, I don't know, I'm just hungry. I like to learn new things, and just keep pushing myself.
Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to while we've got the camera on you?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to C-State Wrestling. They helped me out a lot for my last fight. They put me through a lot of pain during the wrestling training, and I thank them for that. It helped get me ready for this fight. And I want to thank my team, Team Bomb Squad, just for pushing me in practice. Man, these guys have been nothing but good to me, and my family from back home. Glad you guys support me. I love that.
The mic